bottom line is insurers can extend current plans that would otherwise be canceled into 2014, and Americans whose plans have been canceled can choose to re-enroll in the same kind of plan.
That was President Obama speaking earlier this afternoon. The White House making a concession to its health care plan this morning, saying insurers may continue canceled health plans even if they fall short of coverage standards set by Obamacare. Now, joining us right now to parse through this is Louise Radnofsky from Washington, D.C. Louise, thanks for being here. I know you've been listening closely to the president's words this morning, and many of us were struck he was pretty firm about several things. He was saying, look, we fumbled on the rollout of this law. That's on me. But being very clear that he's saying that, we are not going to go back to the old market because that was not working. So let's talk about the solution he is trying to present right now to help people who may have been kicked off their existing health care plans. What's he proposing to do?
Well, what he's offering is a temporary patch that may or may not work. He's going to be writing, or his administration is going to be writing to state insurance commissioners telling them that a provision in the law that requires plans to be at a certain standard next year is effectively being waived, again, for 1 year. And so insurers in states where the commissioners decide to allow them to continue selling policies that they've already canceled may decide to offer those to people who've received cancellation notices, and that may help some of the millions of people who've received these cancellation notices in recognition of, as the president was saying, the fact that they can't easily get onto the website to check out their options right now.
And Louise, what is sparking this move right now? I mean, I know there's obviously, and we all know there's been a lot of disgruntled people out there trying to get on the healthcare website to sign up. But why now? I mean, and what are the politics behind this move at this juncture?
Well, there's a lot of political pressure building on the administration, chiefly from anxious Democrats, those who are up for re-election in 2014, and Democrats just more generally, who are getting sick and tired of hearing from their constituents who are complaining about policy cancellations. They have been telling the White House for some days now that they need to have fixes in place. The administration says it's working around the clock to get the website fixed, but this is a way of making this other headache, one that stems from the president's commitment that if people like their plan, they could keep it, to go away.
And there's a House Republican bill that is scheduled to come to a vote on Friday. What do we know about that?
Well, the administration has said that that bill is inappropriate, that it's aiming to gut the law more thoroughly than what this fix announced today is. But one of the things the administration has certainly been worried about is that Democrats in the House would flock to that bill, perhaps in larger numbers, as we've already seen some Senate Democrats do around similar legislation being offered there.
He signaled, Obama has in the recent days, and also in speaking earlier today, signaling that he is somewhat open to legislation that could fix problems with the rollout beyond what he's offering today. What do we know about what form that could take, Louise?
Well, we did report this morning that he was open to legislation. This is the offer that he's making right now, and it seems almost designed to stave off the need for that legislation at this point. The legislation being offered on the Senate side is coming from a Democrat. On the House Republican side, something the administration is more concerned about because they believe it would be further reaching. This is essentially a move that is designed to take some of the pressure off and some of the pressure off around that legislation.
All right, and just recapping for today, he has said that people whose plans have changed since the Affordable Care Act can now keep those insurance plans through 2014. More to come on this, I'm sure. Louise Radnofsky, thanks so much for being with us.